what is the least common multiple of two numbers? If you take a simple example and look at the numbers 3 and 5, what number is a multiple for both of them? Well, 15 will work. 15 is just 3 times 5. It contains 3 and it contains 5. So it's a common multiple. There are other multiples that are common to 3 and 5. For example, 3 and 5 are both in 30, but it's not the least common multiple. 15 is the least common multiple, the smallest number that is a multiple of both 3 and 5. This is what we want to find, the least common multiple. It gets more complicated if the numbers have other factors. Suppose we're looking at the numbers 10 and 12. If we just multiply them together, we get 120. That's a common multiple. But is it the least common multiple? There's a process we use to find out if there's any redundancy in the common multiple so as to reduce it to the least common multiple. Check out the factors of 10. The factors of 10 are 2 and 5, and they have to be in any common multiple. The factors of 12, 2, 2 and 3, those factors have to be in any common multiple. However, we don't want to repeat any factors unnecessarily. The least common multiple will have just enough factors of each kind to include both 10 and 12 as factors. Clearly, we have to have a 2 in the LCM, but according to 12, we need two factors of 2. 12 is in the LCM as a factor, so we need both 2's. That takes care of the factors of 2. If you look at the remaining factors, what else do you need to complete our LCM? The answer is we have to include both the 5 from the 10 and the 3 from the 12. When you multiply all of that together, you find that we're looking at the number 60. Remember, when we just multiplied 10 and 12 together, we got a multiple of 120. It wasn't the least common multiple because there was a redundancy. We picked up an extra 2 that it turned out we didn't need. This is a technique that you can use whenever you want to add fractions that need to have common denominators. The LCM is a way of finding the least common denominator. If you use that process, you can have the smallest fraction, the smallest denominator that you need in order to subtract or add fractions.